As we're walking around Doyle's Abbey, we run into a girl looking distressed. We go talk to her, and she asks if we've seen a 4-pronged stitching punch lying around. She then introduces herself as Farah, and also shows us her owl friend Toby. She tells us they were on their way to Waledale, but hit a puppy badge in the road and her supplies went flying all over the place. We offer to help find her supplies, so we ride around trying to find her supplies. As we find her tools, she tells us some of them are heirlooms passed down for generations, and when we find her journal, she tells us it's her grandmother's and it has many traditional druid techniques written in it. We also find her loo, Toby snacks, and a material made from Chorkantha mushrooms. As we take everything back to her, she thanks us and assures us she put the supplies back tighter this time. She tells us she's making a workshop in Waledale, dedicated to keeping Jorvik's traditional techniques alive. She hopes we'll stop by if we ever find ourselves in Waledale, so she can teach us about sustainable craftsmanship. As we say our goodbyes, she with Toby go back on the road with their horse and wagon. Later, as we ride through the Silverglade village, we meet a boy named Harold. He tells us he heard about us saving Moorland from Mr Kembell, and tells us he was just about to make some pizza cupcakes when he found out he was out of flour. He asks us to go get some from Barney, who should be at his silo. So we ride over to Barney's silo and ask him for some flour. He says he doesn't have any, but he has grains and asks if that would do. He gives us the grains and says that we can take it to Will, who's over at the mill, and we can grind it into flour there. He also tells us he heard Mr Kembell has started drilling for oil all over at the Everwind fields, and just notes how awful it is. Anyways, we ride over to Will at his mill. Will gladly agrees to let us use his mill. As the grains have been grinded into fine flour, we're finally able to return to Harold with the flour. Harold thanks us for the flour and says he will make some fine pizza cupcakes. We decided to go check out the Everwind fields after hearing what Barney had to say about the drilling going on. And as he said, Mr Kembell is over there with his crew drilling for oil. We go up to him and he greets us but notes he isn't happy to see us, since we ruined his plans to bring down the Moorland stables. He asks if we're planning to ruin more plans for him now, but says nothing will stop him from drilling oil here, before showing us off. That was it for this time. I put these 3 quests together since they were all very short, and I didn't think they really fit elsewhere. The Farah quest also wasn't a part of the main story, but I again thought it fit to the story, so I decided to include it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!